Hi, welcome to the channel. This is a current energy check-in for the 26th of September 2025. Let's see what the energy is like for the day. What can we expect today? All right, we have number 7, personal growth. All right, so maybe you're doing something to improve your personal life, your spirituality, your physical well-being, your health, your mindset. Personal growth, number 7. All right, and we have play. All right, so maybe play is part of your personal growth plan. You could be lightening up more, maybe enjoying laughing, laughter, joy, and good times. All right, let's see. We have also pressure. Okay, transformation. And it's coming out in the reverse. So maybe the pressure is not so strong at this time. Maybe they're having to do with your mindset. You could be trying to relax more, play more, laugh, and have more joy in your life. That could be a way of transforming, and not necessarily with a lot of pressure, but more like just going with the flow. We have alchemist, so balance, invention, and, well, destruction, but I'm getting more of a balanced energy with you right now, and maybe even an innovative energy. So you could be innovating, you could be playing more, you could be a lot more relaxed or at ease. There's been a lot of pressure in the recent days with all of the planetary changes, with the eclipses. All right, we do have authority figures. Speaking of pressure, you could be dealing with an authority figure. All right, let's get into the tarot and see where this takes us. I am using the Gothic Tarot, and I will clarify with the 78 doors. So let's see, what can we expect today? The 26th. The High Priest is coming out, overall energy, High Priest. So you could be a High Priest or High Priestess. You could be very psychic at this time. You're tapping into your intuition. You could be very innovative in that you're introspective and you go deep. We're getting some kind of Scorpio energy here, Pisces, Cancer, but also I'm getting more of a person that's just very highly intuitive, whatever your sign may be. Now you are coming in with the 9 of Swords, so you could have been having a lot on your mind in the recent past, some sort of worry, stress, anxiety, or just overthinking situations with the 9 of Swords here. It's not really a great card, to come in with, but with the High Priest underneath it, I feel like this is very reflective, deep thinking, right? So on the surface, you might feel like you're very, worried or anxious or just full of thoughts, racing mind, maybe sleepless nights. But underneath it all, there's deep reflection going on. Now, the challenge here, you have the 6 of Swords, moving past a situation, getting out of your mind, taking action, overcoming dark thoughts is what I'm hearing, and moving forward, moving positively forward. So 6 of Swords, moving away from any kind of mental agitation, mental entrapment, moving past it, moving beyond it. And the result will be good, because the result is the 10 of Wands in the reverse, releasing a burden. So the challenge is, can you move forward? Can you move out of this highly critical thinking, which is good, obviously critical thinking is necessary and essential, and especially reflective, spiritual, deep thinking, philosophical approach. But can you move through anything that's keeping your mind stuck or trapped? And I'm hearing, I don't know why, consolidation. You maybe need to consolidate your mind, the racing thoughts with the deeper reflections. There may need to be notes or journaling, some sort of reflection where you actually do some writing, drawing, channeling your thoughts, channeling your ideas, and getting to kind of the heart of the matter or deeper. You could also be releasing the pressure on the mind. And we do have pressure right above that in reverse. So I feel like you're trying to release some kind of pressure. Maybe you've been mentally pressured in the recent past. Maybe you've been overthinking something, or just very heavily, someone is very heavily in their mind recently. So it's going to be a relief to move past that. And let's see what we can do to facilitate that, moving past some sort of mental entrapment, worry, stress, fear. Tell me more about this Nine of Swords. Yeah, movement, the Chariot, Cancer energy. So you could be a Cancer, or you're dealing with a Cancer. You could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You don't have to be, but I feel like this is about moving forward, moving out of a fixed mindset, taking action, getting control on your thoughts. I'm getting a lot of racing thoughts and just in general a lot of overthinking, and it's time to move out of that mindset. Moving into the weekend, taking action, maybe go for a drive or some kind of movement forward is going to help you to get out of a stuck mindset, overthinking and worry. The challenge here is that actual movement. Can you move past it, or are you going to take it with you? Six of Swords here is the challenge. Yeah, I feel like there is the blessings is temperance. You are watched over and guided, and you have an angel by your side. So yeah, you're going to be able to move forward. And again, you're going to be accompanied by guided and guardian angels. So with this temperance card, the movement is coming and it's safe. You're safe to move. You're safe to get out of this situation. You are divinely guided here to move past these racing thoughts. Tell me about once you do this, you're going to release a burden here. And we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So maybe you were strategizing. There's something that you're releasing here. Dishonesty, deception. There's a confession possibly. Someone may want to confess something or come out with the truth, or you're going to discover a truth. And it's going to be a big relief. It's going to release a lot of burden. Just you seeing the truth, seeing maybe someone was trying to deceive. You might have clarity on that. And you're going to move away from the situation knowing that you saw what you saw, right? You know what you know. And you're not going to hold on to it. It could be that you recognized that someone was trying to do dark magic, or someone was trying to entrap you, or send some sort of negative energy your way, or just, it could have been just as simple as someone was trying to lie or play games, and you're going to see it and you're going to release it, or this person is. But there was some kind of deception or strategizing that someone was doing. I feel like you're definitely releasing it, or they're releasing it. So we have the High Priest. So we got the Two of Pentacles here. So you could be trying to just to keep things in balance, and I'm getting this is a mental juggling, I can do it all sort of thing, trying to see everything from the deep within yourself to the deception that may be outside yourself. You have a great ability to kind of go back and forth between being a very deep thinker, a very introspective, a very intelligent seer, to someone that can see the reality around them and what needs to be done as far as taking action. So I feel like you could be, very adept at multitasking, but it's more than multitasking. It's being able to hold that spiritual vision and really deep down know what you know, trusting your intuition, and yet being able to deal with the three-dimensional world. So I feel like there's a good fine balance here of High Priestess energy or High Priest energy, with critical thinking, and then being able to take action with that. So it's a good balance here, because so many people are carried away by superstition, conspiracy theories, or they just don't critically think about their lives or really deeply reflect on their spirituality either. It's just everybody is kind of like believing people. And even this tarot card reading, right? You should be questioning everything. You should take what resonates and reflect on it and use it in a way that's, I wouldn't say strategic, but more like introspective. Does it make sense to you? Does it resonate with you? And it's more than just resonate. Is there something deep down inside that it's helping you with, that you may need to think about, or to release, or change, or transmute, or transform? What is personal growth? All right, so 6 of Cups in the reverse. That could be letting go of the past, releasing people and situations that no longer serve your highest good. And that's part of your personal growth. Just simply moving away from those things that are no longer resonating with you, that are no longer adding value to your life. That's part of your personal growth, is cutting things off from the past that no longer serve a purpose in your life. What is play? All right, so we have the 4 of Swords in the reverse. So you're going to have more energy tomorrow. You may be more physically active. This could be, you could be doing some sort of dance, martial arts, running, whatever you do, is you have more energy tomorrow to be physical, to be energized, to have vitality. So you're not going to be laying in bed. And I say, this is for Friday. It could be also for Saturday. We're moving into the weekend. So you definitely have more energy, and you might be in the mood to play more or have more physical activities going around you. And we have pressure in the reverse. I love it. The Hangman is coming out. So yeah, I feel like this is a time of reflection, and it's a time of gaining perspective, and it's not necessarily a time to worry or feel pressure from within or from without. You're going to be able to, look at that. It's like you can balance it out. What you need to do to take control, what you need to do to get your thoughts in order. So again, it's that fine balance of the High Priest with critical thinking and being able to take action, and also have perspective without the pressure. So you will feel it's the right time when it's the right time. So it's getting perspective, and it's taking your time to do what you need to do, or to reflect if you need to reflect. So there's no need to rush. There's no need to feel caught up in the game of life today. It's the day of, you're on your time. So you can do what you need to do, what you feel is right. And that's going to bring in balance. So what is the Alchemist here with, we have balance, and yeah, we have the High Priest. There's the High Priest again. So again, you could be very powerful at this time in your psychic and spirituality, and your intuition is spot on. So I feel like you're very well balanced intuitively at this time, and physically even. So it's a beautiful energy here of, someone that's very much balanced spiritually, psychically, emotionally, and I'm getting physically. So I'm getting like you're so in tune physically and psychically that you could be channeling through your body even. So yeah, I'm getting very powerful energy of a psychic healer. You could do Reiki. So you may be able to heal people through touch. You could heal yourself through some sort of movement. but it's very much in tune. And you see the truth of things. You can see if someone's being destructive, deceptive. You could see if people are lying to you. And you're gonna be able to release, like if you felt that if there was anyone plotting against you or talking about you or trying to destroy something in your life or do something conniving, you can see right through it. You've got the Temperance and the High Priest and the High Priestess and the Hangman and the Chariot. So it's important. There's a lot of major arcana, and you have Temperance. So look at all the major arcana that are coming out. There's such a high level of being attuned psychically, and just your perspective. You're guided and guarded and protected, but you're feeling that throughout your body. You might feel it in your body, the protection, or you could probably channel very well today. Like if you are feeling, pay attention to how you feel in your body. What is the authority figures? What's going on with authority figures? Hey, no, I'm sorry, that's my dog. All right, we have Six of Wands. You're going to have a victory with authority figures. You might be getting recognized or, doing something important, something that would get you recognized, get you noticed. You could be an authority figure that's in the limelight, in the spotlight. So something that you're doing is going to be recognized or successful, or you're going to impress an authority figure, or you're going to be an authority figure that impresses others. But whatever the case may be, you will be successful and possibly acknowledged for what you're doing, which it's very positive energy, really strong, very powerful, and also very protected energy here today. So whatever you're doing today, make good use of your time to play, to introspect, to meditate perhaps, and to be very alert and use your psychic abilities today. Pay attention to the fine details of life. See beyond the veil in all that you do, especially if you're out in nature or even in your own home. Take time to delve deeper. You might even want to pick up some kind of spiritual practice that could help you to tune in to more of your psychic gifts and abilities. Take care of your body and your health too, because I feel like your psychic abilities and it's going to reflect in your feelings of wellness. So it's not just that you're well because you're eating healthy or you're exercising. The wellness is coming from this radiance of being spiritually in tune and guided and balanced and having gone deep to reflect. And that's coming through your skin, your body, everything. So that's what I'm getting for this reading. Let's see what kind of karma we're dealing with today. Pisces energy. Definitely is Pisces energy. I love this. So dreams, idealization. You're part of something that may feel overwhelming. Your spirituality is very in tune, and you could be ultimately experiencing spirituality in everyday life. It could be getting stronger in you. Trust your psychic knowledge. You could have, there could be some indecision that you've had in the past few days, or something that's been on your mind with that Nine of Swords. This is helping you actually to move into deeper and higher levels of spiritual understanding. The fact that you've gone through some sort of indecision, or I feel like it's part of an attunement. The last few days maybe you felt lost or have felt disconnected or confused or uncertain. I know I've had a lot of psychic dreams lately in the past few days, since Sunday or even Saturday of this past week. And I was very fatigued as well after the solar eclipse. And energetically, there have been a lot of intrusive energies coming through since the solar eclipse. I almost feel like there's been some spiritual attacks going on. I feel like I might have been under spiritual attack. And that's one of the reasons why I did not post a video yesterday. So return to sender. No weapon formed against me or the collective shall prosper. And that's why I say, because I feel like there have been a lot of spiritual attacks lately. We have breathe in. And so practice breath control. Breath work could be very important. And we have get lost. Fall deep into the realm of imagination. This could be, something about meditating and releasing the mind, breathing and getting lost and getting to your imagination. You may need to really crack open the constant chatter of the mind and see if you feel better. Maybe you've been feeling tired like I have, and it could be a good idea to practice deep breathing, pranic breathing, and to release and to get lost in meditation. You can walk and meditate as well. It doesn't have to be sit-down meditation. All right, so we have give yourself a pat on the back or some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. So what else? So we have never forget how resilient you are. You always bounce back. And we have meteorite. Expect the unexpected. Something unexpected could come up. Okay. That's kind of a lot, so I'm just going to get one. So prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So expect some money coming in, possibly. Prosperity is coming in. But the energy is really looking good today, and I feel like it's very powerful and it's very protected. And we do have medicine guardian, so be open to healing information. And we have spirit fox. Trust your talents in changing times. So you could be very intelligent, and I feel like like I said, High Priestess and High Priest came out at the same time. You could be dealing with someone that's also similar to you, very psychic, very intelligent, and very much spiritually inclined. Someone could be connecting to their higher conscious self or to the divine. Trust your spirit. Trust what your intuition is telling you. It is time to go deep, and it is time to play as well and release the mind from mental anxiety and exhaustion. And I feel like that's kind of what I've gone through, and I feel like that could be a part of a spiritual attack. It's time to strengthen your spirituality, strengthen your intuition, strengthen your spiritual practices, is what I'm getting. It's too many. And we have Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, send the light by staying grounded. Seed the light. You stay grounded, and I feel like you're a channeler. So I'm picking up on someone that's a channeler. Stay grounded because you are planting seeds of light as you walk. Even walking around, you're planting seeds of light. That could be important for someone. Maybe go barefoot or walk, or do some earthing. There could be something that your body, I feel, is like a channel. It's charged is what I'm getting. You're spiritually charged up, and it's emanating from your physical body. You might notice that, you might feel that, but definitely pay attention to that. Especially if you've been like very clear, someone that keeps clear of substances, someone who is clearing their energy, someone who is staying away from toxic people or toxic lifestyle habits. You're very clear is what I'm getting. I'm picking up on someone that's very clear. You're homeward. Take yourself out on a date. Okay, so celebrate yourself. You may be someone that is in solitude, and you have yourself, and you can connect with the divine possibly, and maybe you're not around a lot of other people. That's okay. Your energy could be very pure at this time. So take yourself out. It doesn't have to be out like a social situation. It could be home, that you are enjoying yourself. Give me one more. The number 42 could be significant. The number 37, we have gray. There's an ending. Endings are inevitable. So if you are alone at this time because of an ending, or maybe you've been alone from an ending, it's okay to celebrate yourself, because everything ends, right? So stay focused, stay grounded, and stay pure. All right, that's what I have for you today. I hope that this helps. Thanks, and have a great day.